Mazel tov. She had a good day. She had a good day working.
Yeah, we had a...
Shabbat shalom. Don't get up. You're fine. Shabbat shalom. It's well good to have you here. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Oh, that was, I think the word is inadequate, right? Somebody's nice enough to wish the wholeness and peace of Shabbat on you. It's your job to respond in kind. So Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Much, much better. What a wonderful evening. It's our volunteer Shabbat. It's the third in our series of bringing people of faith together to eat and share stories and to understand each other's blessings in life and to pray together. For those who are visiting with us from Church of the Redeemer or for Sixth Presbyterian Church, our service is usually conducted out of a book. We are the people of the book, but we have found a way to lift up the book onto these panels up here. And you will see our prayers in beautiful pictorial representation. Hi, Karen. How's Florida? It's great to have you here. So, in Hebrew, transliterated English characters and English, and we'll have lots of things to share. I know that many of you adore the Psalms. We do too, and we happen to like them in the language King David wrote them in, which happens to be Hebrew. Tonight, as I said, we're also going to celebrate beginning of Daniel's bat mitzvah tonight and tomorrow, right? And we're going to celebrate so many things. It's Josh and Lisa Lederer's 10th anniversary. The community comes together and we say, Marbim lesimcha. We increase in joy. So we're going to start tonight with a song called Halleli, which is actually the imperative of praise. Halleli nafshi.
Et Adonai.
Et Adonai, which praise God. Oh. Follow Rabbi Gorban.
Hallelujah, Mashiach Adonai. Hallelujah, Mashiach Adonai. Hallelujah, Mashiach Adonai. Hallelujah, Mashiach Adonai. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Hands ready. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Danny, will you bring your parents up for the blessing of candles for Shabbat, followed by Kiddush? It is our custom that if you are able to please rise in your place.
Also, if anyone has difficulty seeing the screens, I do have outlines with all of the words that are not in the prayer book and page numbers that you can follow along. Anyone need it? Great.
These are your words. Your words first.
You're welcome.
Yes, he's going to say these English words. Or you can say them together as these candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
There you go. Going vertical. Vertical. There you go. You got it. Nailed it. Okay, now face me and blow. Okay, now face me. There you go. Close.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Asher kitshanu b'matzvatav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Praise to you, Adonai, God, ruler of all, who has caused us to be holy with commandments and commanded us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. You get center stage. Come on over. There you go. Yeah, yes, you do. Got the book right here. We remain standing for the Kiddush, the sanctification of juice or wine for Shabbat. If you know the part in the middle, you can certainly join in.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav
v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon imchilanu
Zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit Ki hu yom tehila l'mikra'e kodesh Zecher Etziat Mitzrayim Ki vanu v'acharta Etanu kidashta Mikol hamim V'shabbat kodshecha Ve'ahava uvratzon imchotanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
It's just juice. Give some to them. It's Vintage Tuesday.
You may be seated.
Hey, the whole message just started. Great.
We welcome Shabbat with a number of psalms that help us really rejoice in the wonders of creation and remind us to sing new songs to God. We begin Kabbalat Shabbat with the words of Shiru Ladonai so that we may sing a new song to God.
The silver, right?
What was that?
What? The silver?
No.
Oh,
A minor. You want an A minor.
okay.
Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basur Liyom Liyom Yeshuato, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basur Liyom Liyom Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basur Liyom Liyom Yeshuato, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basur Liyom Liyom Yeshuato.
Are we switching?
Hashamayim.
Let the heavens be glad. Yisbechu Hashamayim. Yisbechu Hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Yisbechu Hashamayim. Hashamayim. Yisbechu Hashamayim. Yisbechu Hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Yiramayam. Yiramayam. Yiramayam, Umulo, Yiramayam, 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 Umulo, Yiramayam, 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 Umulo, Yiramayam, 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 Umulo, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim. Yisbechu Hashamayim, B'tagel haaretz. Yisbechu Hashamayim, Yisbechu Hashamayim, Yisbechu Hashamayim, B'tagel haaretz. The next song is a love song to God, but it is not a psalm. It is the most recent of all the parts of this service. It is only 500 years old. It was written in Svat in the northern Galilee by the mystic Shlomo Alkabetz. He did an amazing thing. He actually put his name in the song, the first letter of all the 9 verses, but we only do 4 of them here. Lecha dodi likrat kala. We greet the Shabbat as a bride. And this is the frame. I'm going to say the first word. I'll say phrases. You say them after me. Lecha dodi.
Lecha dodi.
Likrat kala.
Likrat kala.
Penei Shabbat.
Penei Shabbat.
Nikabela.
Nekabela.
So there are verses that go there, and this will be the refrain. We'll keep coming back to it. And in the last verse, we actually rise and face the rear. And you may not be able to follow the words, but many people here know those words. In the last words of the last verse, Boi kala, may the bride come in. We bow to this door. Maybe the bride will make it into that door. Or maybe the bride will come in from the alley. We don't know tonight. So we bow to the left and bow to the right. Boi kala, boi kala.
Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad ishmiyanu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'reiti Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu b'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nisucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki ba'orek u'miori, uri, uri, shidaberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla
Please rise and face the rear.
bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'b'tzola toch emunei am segula.
To the left and
Boi
to
kala,
the right.
boi kala.
Please be seated.
Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalla 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela.
The next song is Psalm 92. I need to give Vince, my friend, a quiz. Which psalm is 92? The psalm for the Sabbath day, right? Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. So we're going to read together. That's our youth group from a couple years ago. Is that a young Joey Breslau with a guitar up there? I think it is. Don't you think? Yes, it is. So let's read together. Mizmor Shir
Yom HaShabbat.
We
Thank you, God, for the gift of Shabbat. Shabbat is a time to rest with friends and family. Shabbat is a time to study and pray. Shabbat is a time to think about our blessings.
When we rest and pray,
When we study and remember our blessings, we make our lives holy.
The righteous shall grow like the palm, the cedar. It goes like this. Sadiq.
Katamar Yifra, Ke'eretz Balvanon Yizgeh. Tzadik Katamar Yifra, Ke'eretz Balvanon Yizgeh. Shitulim beveit Adonai, Bechatzrot el
This is the language you know, right? And we leap back from the Psalms of the rabbinic period where we get this beautiful song called Shalom Aleichem, which is about the angels that accompany us into sacred time, into sacred space, into sacred fellowship and community. All those three things coming together at this moment. You should know that this community that you created tonight never was and likely will never be again. And we celebrate that with the Song of the Angels. How many of you here have gone to EKC, to Emma Kaufman Camp? Okay? This is the way they do it there with the fingers, right? Remember that? So here we go. Everybody put up one finger each. We're going to make little sounds. We're going to get bigger sounds. Shalom Aleichem.
Start softly, and we're going to grow the sound as we welcome the Shabbat angels, and we increase that feeling of the angels coming with the atmosphere of Shabbat. Ready? Shalom Aleichem.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Malachei Hasharet. Malachei Elyon. Na 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 na. Mi Melech.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Malachei Hamlachim.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Malatosh Baruch Hu. Na 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 na. Boachem Shalom. A little louder. Malachei Hashalom. Malachei Elyon. Na 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 na. Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hakadosh Baruch Hu.
3.
Na 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 na. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom. Malachei Hashalom. Malachei Elyon. Na 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 na. Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Na 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 na. Seitchem l'shalom. Little louder. Malachei Hashalom. Malachei Elyon. Na 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 na. Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Na 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 na. Shalom Aleichem. All you got. Malachei Hasharet. Malachei Elyon. Na 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 na
Watch for the
na
ending.
na. Mi Melech. Malachei Hamlachim. Hakadosh Baruch Hu.
If you were able, please rise for the Chatzi Kaddish, which leads into the main part of our service, the half celebration of God's name.
Yitkadav yitkadash merabah.
Amen.
V'yalamad yivrachirutei v'yamelich b'chutei. B'chayechon v'mechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael. U'bizman pariv yimeru. Amen. Yehesh merabah mevorach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitroman v'yitaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei l'kudesha B'richu li'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush berchata v'nechemata damira v'yama v'yimeru Amen.
seated. Four.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Hooray,
Dark,
oh, la,
roll into light.
Hooray,
becomes
Lord,
day, day turns to night.
Hooray,
dark,
Lord,
roll into light.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim.
This is a beautiful rendering of the song of God's love for us by giving us the Torah. The first blessing after Baruch Hu is for the sun, the moon, and the stars. A prayer that anybody can, any faith can say, because we all realize how small we are in God's world and in what awe we feel. But the Torah, which tells us how to live as Jews, which connects us to God, is truly an act of love. This beautiful tune was written so many years ago by my friend Debbie Friedman. If you know it, please join in. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Avta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shofteinu, u'kumenu na'asiyat b'chukecha, v'nismach mi'divrei Toratecha, u'b'tzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, be'orech yameinu, u'vahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla. Be'avadcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael. As you are able, please rise. The Shema, the central watchword of our faith, is about hearing. But hearing is not enough. We have to open our eyes to see God's world, and more important in a time like ours, to be able to see each other. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one. Shema.
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך ובביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
An interpretation from the Velveteen Rabbi, also known as Rachel Barenblatt. Listen up, y'all, says Shechina, who today looks like a teacher in corduroy dress and sedate boots. Let the smartphones rest a bit, or learn how to hear my voice coming through its speaker. Let your love well up for me like unexpected tears. Everyone serves something. Give your life to me. Let the channel of your heart open, and my abundance will pour through. Let my words twine around your arm and shine like a headlamp between your eyes to light the way. Teach them to everyone you meet. Write them at the end of your emails and on your business cards. Then you'll remember how to live with the flow of all that is holy. You'll have heaven right here on earth.
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
So the third, there's a mic there. The third of the blessings after the Baruch, the collect, the call to worship. The first one was about nature, the second about Torah, the third about God's miracles in the world. The great miracle in Jewish history, of course, is the Sea of Reeds. So we sing the words that come from Exodus 15, the Song of the Sea. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehillah oseh peled, nora tehillah oseh peled. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehillah oseh peled, nora tehillah oseh peled. מלכותך ערו בניך, בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי ענו ויאמרו, ענו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
Easy words.
And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
The last blessing You're leading.
Yes. The last blessing is about protection and peace through the night, especially after we enter freedom, we realize that the wilderness is not always safe. So we ask for divine protection through that. We're going to mash up our prayer Hashkivenu with the words of One Day by Matisyahu. So if you know the song, feel free to sing along, either one or both. And if you're unfamiliar with either one, you can just sing One Day.
One day. It's pretty repetitive, and you're going to learn it in like 3 seconds. It goes like this. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day.
Good job. Keep doing that.
One day, one day, one day. 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 One day, one day, one day, one day.
Here we go.
One day, one day, one day.
And thank God I'm breathing.
One day,
And I pray, don't take me soon,
one day.
'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say,
One day,
don't want to fight no more, there'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol
Amo
Yisrael
Ve'al Yerushalayim.
we're thrilled to have Danny back. She's going to chant the part that ends this section of the service. Over there, there's a mic. It is from Exodus 31, 16 to 17, which says, Shabbat, this day of rest, is an eternal due to God and the celebration of the Jewish people. So pick a key and we'll sing the chorus with you, and I'll turn off my mic so we hear you.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, את השמיים ואת העולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעית שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to
I've babysat once or twice.
introduce yourself to everybody.
So my name's Ellis. Along with being a cousin, I am a member of the Temple Sinai Youth Group Party.
What's party stand
Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh Area Reformed Temple Youth. That wasn't a requirement to know when I was in So we're going to give you this great t-shirt and an invitation to all of our events. So they're pretty cool. There's ice skating, sleepovers at Temple, Sinai Under the Stars. There are lots of them. I can't even remember all of them. But this is for you.
Try it on, Danny.
Yes, just like
I think it's right.
You'll find out later. Thank you. And we'll see you. We'll do more tomorrow, right? So we're continuing with the middle part of our service is called the Amidah. The Amidah literally means the prayer said standing. If you are able, please rise. We begin the prayer with a one-line meditation asking that we might actually be able to open our mouths and pray.
Adonai, Sefatai Tifta, Ufi Tehillatech. Adonai, Sefatai Tifta, Ufi Tehillatech. Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Adonai, Sifatai Tifta, Ufi Tehillatech. Adonai, Sifatai Tifta, Ufi Tehillatech. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Komel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imot, u'mevii Geula livnei bneihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל התורה והושיע, מוריד אתה, מחכה חיים בחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחייב, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated.
We join together in a prayer of gratitude for Shabbat. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born in friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. Prayer is not a shout into an empty void answered only by its own echo. Prayer is the spirit within us reaching out to the spirit of the universe. And prayer is that spirit responding to us. Praised are you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Another prayer of gratitude for all we have in life. Together, for the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and hands, we offer praise. For the desire in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot.
Keep it on that picture. Does anybody recognize that picture? Where is it from? O'Hare Airport in Chicago. And so what you have is a girl with a hijab on the shoulders of her Muslim father and a young boy with a kippah on the shoulders of his father. That's what we want when we say our prayer together should be acceptable. The last prayer of the 7 of this section calls for peace. Shalom Rav means great peace. We're not just going to settle for a little bit of it. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tazim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tazim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tazim leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tazim leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael.
Baruch atah Adonai, levarech et amo Yisrael, b'shalom.
With prayers of peace on our hearts, we offer the prayers of our hearts. We offer those prayers that we don't share with the people sitting next to us. We offer the prayers that sometimes we are too shy to express. I invite you to do so now, however, silently.
Shalom b'romav uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'himeru amen. Oseh shalom Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'himeru amen. Oseh shalom. shalom b'imromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'immeru, amen, ve'immeru, amen. Every time we gather, we realize that our band is wonderful and loving, but incomplete. There are those who we know in our lives, friends, family who suffer, those who are in hospitals right now and terrified about what might happen in just the next day or two. There are those who are in nursing homes who may face an entire weekend without even one visitor. And there are those who simply walk the earth with a stone on the heart or face the daily battles of sobriety. We call them to mind now. And at the very least, we hold them dear in our hearts. Some of you may choose to say a name out loud, somebody that you want to bring into the communal heart for healing. As I look at your part of the congregation, you might choose to say that name out loud or whisper it to yourself. And I'll simply look at your part of the congregation. Please don't raise your hand, it's not class. Please know that every name you say, we will bring into our hearts for the healing blessing. Call it out. Shalom ben Sivia and Chaim Betzalel ben Ella. You can choose to sing this with us. You can choose to simply respond amen to each verse. You can choose to simply close your eyes and let the prayer wash over you. Maybe you or somebody next to you is the one in need of healing tonight.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say amen. Ishebera imotenu mekor abracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say amen.
When we do so much singing and we do so much praying, the sermon is not 20 minutes. It becomes a devar Torah, a teaching of Torah, a way to relate to what's going on in our ancient text, which we still see as the foundation for all spiritual and Jewish life. This week, we end the book of Leviticus. Many people struggle with the book of Leviticus. Rabbi Gorbin is an expert in it in finding meanings. I don't claim to be a Rabbi Gorbin. But I do know that this week's portion, Bahar Bechukotai, in the last part called Bechukotai, sets out an idea. This idea that somehow things can be better. The first section called Bahar says the land deserves Shabbat. The land is a living entity with its own land consciousness. And every 7 years, you are supposed to let the land lie fallow. And the hope is that God will give God's blessing upon the land, so there'll be so much abundance in years 4, 5, and 6 that the land can rest and we can be filled. 7 times 7, well, the 50th year becomes the Jubilee, and everyone has to pass go. Everyone has to go home. Everyone has to go to where their family has always been. It is a reset, not just a Shemitah, a Sabbath of the land, a sabbatical for the land. We're told that ownership of land is merely temporary. It says specifically in the text, the land is mine, ha'aretz li, it's mine, and you are but residents on it.
Don't give away tomorrow's Devar Torah.
I shall not. Skipping ahead to Bechukotai. Sorry. We get this incredible promise that if we do a reset in time, land, and relationship, things can be whole. Things can be good again. It says there will be shalom b'chol haaretz, throughout the land, shalom, wholeness and peace. And it says, ein macharid, no one will be terrified. But it's conditional. We have to do our part. For we are truly the hands of God. You're not saying that tomorrow, are you? That we're the hands of God? No, okay, good. The Bat Mitzvah has her own Devar Torah tomorrow. I don't want to give hers. The idea that we need a reset, the land needs a reset, time is always reset, is challenging for us. The idea that we can let go of the attachments so that we can in fact create wholeness, that we can't wait for God to do it for us, that we're too important, each one of you being a gift of God, to wait for God to send divine messengers or miracles. You are God's miracles, and you are God's messengers. To bring people together like a wonderful Episcopalian priest, Diane Shepherd, who I've known for 30 years. John McCall, where is John? Yeah, in the next to back row, I should have known. My friend for almost 30 years, and my newer friend, Vince Kolb, of Sixth Presbyterian and Redeemer, to come together. We understand that we are miracles and messengers. When you finish the service tonight, and Rabbi Gorban Canterberman and I are there scooping ice cream for you and getting our hands filthy and our suits dirty, with a smile, turn to somebody you don't know. Ask them what their message is. What are they here to convey in God's world? Or ask them what miracle they themselves have experienced. Because if we are not miracles and we are not messengers, then this is merely fine literature in the King James Version for so many. We are so much more than literature. We are necessary for God's world to be God's world. Let us take on the mission of messaging and become the miracles we were meant to be. Amen.
Amen.
It is our custom at the family service that we offer birthday blessings. Daddy, do you have a birthday this month? No? You were last month? August. Well, who's got a birthday this month? Who has a birthday this month? Come on up. We're going to do a little blessing for you. Come on up. Try not to kick the guitars. And by the way, you do not have to be a member of Temple Sinai. If you're a member of Redeemer, if you're a member of Sixth Pres, hi, Mike, good to see you. Come on up. Stand up here. Try not to kick the wires. Stand up. Simon says one step away from the wall. There we go. Yeah, Simon says to my left, to your left. And Simon says, would you please make this work? Oh, it is. You want it? So please share your name, if you would, your birthday, and if you are willing to, your age.
I am Sean Evans, born May 26, 1985, which means I will soon be 32.
Oh, that's a, how many of us wouldn't want to be 32? Oh my God.
Right. Awesome.
Hand it on.
Leslie Kaplan, May 12th, 1957. I am 60.
Mazel tov, yay.
Lynn Naiman, I turned 67 on May 3rd.
Wonderful.
Ben Lobel. Oh my mind is blank. May 17th, 2003. So how old are you? 14 years old. 2 days ago.
Happy anniversary of your bar mitzvah.
Mike Gephardt, and May 24th, 1979.
Oh, okay, we'll do the math.
Frank Schwartz, May 10, 1945. 72.
Deb Dunton, I'm almost as old as Leslie Kaplan.
Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, our God and God of our fathers and God of our mothers. May these wonderful people experiencing and celebrating their birthdays experience it as a time of renewal and understanding that there is still more room to grow, more room to be in God's world, more love to share, more gifts to give, more that they can do to make this world a better place for everyone, not just themselves. May they themselves be gifts to those who love them as we love them so much. As together we say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who gave us life, sustained us, and brought us to this moment. Say Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov.
Okay, you can go back down. Where are Lisa and Josh? Your 10th anniversary. Come on up. You got a quick blessing too. And you have the big tallis? Okay. I'd like you to stand here and face me, both of you, and hold hands like you like each other. Okay? No. Face me. Face me, hold hands like you like each other. There you go. Ruach HaShalom u'Makor Ahava, spirit of peace and source of love. Lisa and Josh still have the glint in their eye that they had when they stood together to get married. To realize that not only did they want to have a life together, that they would share the excitement of adventure together. They would find new experiences they couldn't even imagine together. They would face hardships together. They would climb mountains together, literally and figuratively. They would become more of who they wanted to be because of the person they're holding hands with right now. And that they are fuller and richer and more loving and lovely because of the attachment and sharing that they have. You are such a blessing to us as a synagogue temple family. What you give of yourselves, your passionate dedication to social justice, is a reflection of the flame inside your hearts, the flame that starts in loving each other and extends out into the world of everyone you touch. May you be blessed throughout your married life together as we celebrate by giving you the priestly blessing. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you and keep you. Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, may God cause God's light to shine on you and be gracious to you. Yisad Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, may God lift up God's presence to you and grant you wholeness and joy, love and favor and gentle touch. And most of all, peace, as together we say,
Amen.
Say Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov.
Your volunteers. Anybody who's volunteered in this past year, come on up. We have a quick blessing for you as well. Not necessarily quick, but we want to recognize you for Volunteer Shabbat. When we're going up on the pulpit in front of the ark. If you have volunteered in any capacity, and we have our super tallists to hold. We need tall people, by the way. I think tall people have... Gary, come on. Amy, come on, and you're tall too. Amy, you got a corner here. Oh, there we go. This talit is a prayer shawl. Wait, other way.
I step on my own skirt.
Here.
Because I'm so tall.
Switch it. We're going to show everybody. Excuse me. May I have it all? There you go. Let go.
Why don't you get under?
Okay. We're showing everybody, it says Temple Sinai and has everybody's signature on it. For all the times that people have volunteered. And now I'm going to rotate it this way.
Now what are we doing?
And now, yes, if you're tall, I want you to hold. Come on under. There we go. This incredible community of love and care.
Let's get a cord.
Eloheinu Elohei Dorot, our God and the God of all generations. Everyone who stands here in front of the ark, which represents our source of Torah, our history, our foundation, our direction, our vision, and our love. When I say that we are God's hands, you are each one finger of God's hands. You each together, instead of making a fist, open that hand in friendship and in assistance and help. Everything you do within the circle of our congregation and emanating out to the entire community makes our world better, loving, more joyful and peaceful. May you never forget what blessings you are. May you live up to the words, Adonai Oz le'emo yitein, Adonai yivarech emo v'shalom. From the psalm, may God lift up, may God give strength to God's people. May God bless you with the wholeness and joy of your peace as together we say, Amen. Now we're going to sing to them. We're going to sing the Shechianu again. It's still up there. It says birthday, but we mean it for them too. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lahazman hazeh. Say, Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. And fold carefully. Nobody trips on the steps. There we go.
Come out. There we go. Yeah, I know. Tell us.
Okay. You got it.
Hold on. I'll be fine. You hold on.
First and foremost, I want to thank all those who made tonight possible. Mara Kaplan, Drew Barkley, Judy Aiello, Laura Fell, Paula Rulin, Joe Manish, Josh Lederer, Joe Winkler, and Harry Back. All who planned our dinner, all who planned our service tonight. We want to thank our greeters, Arlene Smith, Marsha, and Jim Kaplan. Our last meditation contemplation of the season with Rhonda Rosen is tomorrow at 4 to 5:30. We are nearing the end of our cycle of Torah readings to explain and meditate on in the mystical tradition. And it's very important that you realize, even though there's a small group that comes, this may not continue unless we get some more people to come and experience what it is to have quietness instead of loud guitars. Loud guitars are wonderful, but at the same time, there might be a time and a moment that meditation and contemplation will be more fitting. This Sunday, you can do something to change the world to make it better. It is our 20th annual Mitzvah Day. There are still projects to sign up for, and please look up online all the projects we have, including gardening, burying sacred texts, replacing flags of veterans for their graves for upcoming Memorial Day, and so many others. Many of you know and remember Rabbi Ezi Endi. In the highlights that was sent out, it said that he would be here for Wednesday Mariv and a reception afterwards. That has been changed because he's doing a bar mitzvah on Thursday, and he can't do that and get back on time. So with Tuesday night, he will do his evening service here at 7 o'clock. Then we'll have a reception for him, and he'll show a brief video on his work creating a congregation from scratch called Kihilat Dror, the Tuesday at 7 o'clock, not Wednesday. When is it not, Chanita? It's not Wednesday, is it? It's Tuesday. He's taking care of you. Very good. And a special last thank you to our Forbes faithful, to Diane and to John and to Vince and your wonderful partner who would not even be recognized as a pastor in her own right, even though she is. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for making us more than we can be on our own as we try to set our hand at some of the world's challenging issues, as we read about every day in our newspapers and see on our TVs. A special mazel tov to Danny. I know you've worked hard. We're going to be with you tomorrow at 10:30 and celebrate your bat mitzvah. Who's here for Danny's bat mitzvah? Raise your hand. How many came from across a river? Anybody come across? Oh, wow, wonderful. Anybody come from out of state? Where'd you come from? Illinois. That's great. Anybody come from where? Texas. Oh, how wonderful. We speak the same Hebrew language, just a southern accent. It's okay. Right out. Yes, who else? Yes? Texas and Tennessee. Knoxville, Nashville. Nashville. Okay, it's all right. Unless they play the Penguins, right? We'll see what happens. It's our custom to rise for a concluding set of prayers.
Hold on a sec.
What?
We count the Omer.
Oh, we're counting the Omer. The rabbi made a mistake. It's okay. We count the 49 days between the second night of Passover to Shavuot, our Pentecost, the receiving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. And so, without further ado, the blessing for the counting of the Omer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, tzivanu al sfirat haomer.
Amen.
Hayom, tisha v'shloshim yom, shehem chamisha shavuot v'chamisha yamim la'omer. Today is the 39th day, which is 5 weeks and 4 days of the Omer. I can't do math.
So, by the way, when Shavuot comes, we receive the Torah by celebrating with our 10th graders their confirmation class. They write their own service, and then we do late night study. I get to teach till 1 in the morning this year. It's going to be fun. Okay, so if you're able, please rise for a concluding set of prayers.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latei kedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asam k'goyei ha'aratzot, ve'lo asam anu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo asam chelkeinu kahem, ve'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu koreim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר, אדוני, למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
It's our custom in Judaism to remember the names of those who departed on the anniversaries of their death dates to the nearest Sabbath. If there's somebody that we mention whose yahrzeit it is, the year anniversary, who is close to you, we'll ask you to rise so we can recognize you as a mourner. And then we'll say the names of those who have died more recently, and at the very end, because no mourner should ever need to stand alone, we will accompany our mourners as they recite their mourner's Kaddish. This week we commemorate the yahrzeits of Liba Edelman, Sidney Blitz, Ida Burns, Edith Carter, Bonnie Sue Giffen Castiglione, David Kogan, Sarah Denmark, Masha Dubin, Sol Gershuni, Sylvia Gerson, Wolf Gladowski, Herbert Walter Gluckman, Julius Herr, Jay Horn, Jenny Jacobson, Lloyd B. Kramer, Ida Latterman, Leona Lobel, Joseph Moretsky, Lottie Marcus, Robert Mayo, Evelyn Meyer, Hannah B. Molans, Rose Pinsker, Harry Podolsky, and Rachel Porter, Pearl Rutkin Reiner, Rose Goldberg Rice, Nat Reisberg, and Adolf Schwartz, Helen Schumann, Abraham Silberstein, Elizabeth Stoffman, Deborah Suzanne Tannenbaum, Sloan Wilson, Bernard Whitcower, Abe Zager, and Esther Zolt. And now we remember those whose recent deaths we still mourn: Sidney Rosenthal, Queenie Tchaikovsky, Julian Schiller, Vincent Bucci, and Linda Bushkoff. The congregation, as they're able, please rise to stand with our mourners as they say their Kaddish. Yid Gadal, Yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah,
Amen.
B'yom Ma Divrach, Eretei, V'yom Lich Malchutei, B'chai Echon, V'yom Echon, B'chai Dechol Beit Yisrael, B'agala V'zman Kari V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mavarach, Le'olam Olam Maya, Yiparach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitomam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shmei Dekudsha,
Brechu.
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiram b'yoma v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shlom araba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'imromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Amen. May the source of peace in the high heavens cause peace to descend on all of us, all Israel, upon a shattered world desperately in need of healing, upon all of us who mourn our beloved dead, as together we say,
Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing. It's our final song. It is Psalm 150. This is the psalm that says that you really need to praise God with everything you have. It is set to a familiar tune. If you don't know Hebrew, it's okay. You know the word hallelujah, right? Just say right. Say right.
Right.
There we go. Hey, fine.
Hallelu el bekodsho, Hallelu bekiyahuzo, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Hallelu bigvurotav, Hallelu kerov kudlo, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, take a shofar. Hallelujah, never bechino. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, tofu machol. Hallelujah, minim mekukab. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, tzilzalei shama. Hallelujah, tzilzalei trua. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hanshama tehallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Bruchim atem b'voachem, bruchim atem b'tzeitchem me'etav adolam. May you be blessed every place you come into God's world. May you be blessed every place you go out to make it better. As together we say,
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei mizonot. Praise you, Adonai, God, ruler of all, who makes animal crackers and all kinds of baked goods and ice cream, and are all out there waiting for you. As together we say, Amen.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.